KHOU 11 News at 5:30 starts now.
Thanks for joining us for this digital newscast. We are streaming live now on KHOU 11+. I'm Cheryl Mercedes. Today, relatives and friends continue to mourn fallen firefighter Marcelo Garcia, who tragically died on the job Wednesday. This morning, firefighters escorted Garcia's body from the medical examiner's office to the Forest Park Lawndale Funeral Home. The procession was accompanied by dozens of Houston police officers, constables, firefighters, all coming together to pay their respects. HFD has released the following details on funeral services. Tuesday, there will be a public viewing from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Forest Park Lawndale Funeral Home. Then on Wednesday, a funeral will be held at 9 a.m. at the KHOU Cathedral of Sacred Heart. You can find more information on our website, KHOU.com. New tonight, a woman is dead and 3 others are injured after a wrong-way driver crashed into another car. It happened early this morning around 3 o'clock on the Eastex Freeway near Aldine Bender Road. Police say a pickup truck with 2 kids inside was driving in the wrong direction and crashed into an SUV. The woman driving the SUV died. The 2 kids in the pickup, thankfully, were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. Authorities say the driver of that truck has a broken leg. Police believe alcohol played a role here, but they are still investigating. You saw it there, caught on camera. A red SUV speeding down a road and flipping into a house. This happened just before 9:30 this morning on Palm Springs Drive in southeast Houston. The homeowner tells us she initially thought a bomb had gone off.
My whole house just shook and I heard glass popping everywhere. And then when it finished, so what was that? I thought it was a bomb at first. That's what I thought it was. And I said, I saw the smoke coming in my house, so I said, oh my goodness.
Ms. Kavanaugh tells us she's grateful to have made it out alive and hopes she can get the help she needs to fix her home. We've reached out to Houston Police for more information, but we're still waiting to hear back on those details. Turning to weather now with a live look over downtown Houston. Look at how beautiful that skyline looks. Meteorologist Pat Kavlin joining us now. And Pat, what are you tracking this week? Good news, I hope.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. In fact, the weather that waited all day to get here until just now, unfortunately, is going to be with us as we get you into Monday and Tuesday and really much of the upcoming week. Live look there over downtown. The sun is down already. Sun went down 5 minutes ago at 5:28. 81 the high temperature in the books today. So still above normal, but a few degrees cooler than yesterday, thanks in large part to the cloud cover that we had. But man, look at where we started this morning, 71 degrees. Our temperature this morning was closer to our normal afternoon temperature than anything else. So that's just the air mass that we've been dealing with lately. We are going to see some changes, though, as we get into the start of the upcoming week. 80 in Brenham, 77 Conroe, 72 right now up in Cleveland, 77 Mont Bellevue and Galveston, 80 for Warden, 82 in Palacios. A little warmer to the west where we've had a little more sunshine, but humidity is still on the board in the green, upper 60, low 70 dew points. That dry air has been kept back to the west so far today. That's going to change, though, as we get into tomorrow. The sun finally does return getting into the day on Monday. I know we promised it today, but we do have it in store for us as we get into this week. Going to be pretty dry as well. Rain chance is pretty much gone for over the next 5 to 7 days. Good news, though, the tropics are also quiet as Rafael falls apart in the Gulf of Mexico. There's your Monday. Boy, is it going to be nice. Temperatures start in the 60s. We'll be in the 70s by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. In the 80s by lunchtime, and we'll stay in the low 80s for the afternoon under mainly sunny skies. Nothing on satellite or radar right now. A couple showers well to the east, still on that stationary boundary. That boundary is close enough, though, that we are getting a little bit of humidity in the area. That will change, though, getting into tomorrow. So clearing skies for the overnight. It's drier. It's cooler. You'll notice the difference tomorrow morning. Getting into Monday, it's gorgeous, sunny, less humid. Mild with temperatures, again, still above normal, but it doesn't feel bad with the lack of humidity. And then getting into Tuesday, another really nice afternoon shaping us for us with high pressure firmly in charge. Now, temperatures will stay warm over the next 10 days, but notice all the way there to the right-hand side of the screen. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. That's the sign of change on the way. So we're going to look 10 days into the future. Until then, again, warm weather stays in play. But look at this big bowl of cool weather that starts to come into the West Coast here. That is going to start to nose its way in here to southeast Texas as we get towards the second half of the month. So as we get closer to Thanksgiving, I think you're going to start to notice some big changes in our weather in terms of temperatures. This is what's left of now post-tropical Storm Rafael. There's nothing there, and it's just going to fall apart here as we go through the next few hours. So not a concern for anybody. Things are looking good. Through the overnight, look at the numbers. Much, much cooler than last night. We'll do upper 50s to around 60 north and west of town. Still on the milder side of the coast, 71 Galveston. And again, we split the difference here in the city at 65. And then for tomorrow, just gorgeous. Upper 70s to near 80 farther north. We'll be at 80 at the coast, low to mid 80s within Harris County and the surrounding areas with mainly sunny skies. There's your 7-day forecast. So mainly sunny skies for your Monday. Forgot to move that over, but tomorrow is Veterans Day. Lots of sunshine for your Tuesday, 80 degrees. And then Wednesday, 85 with maybe a stray shower chance as a front comes through. Otherwise, though, we see the temperatures go from the mid-80s to the upper 70s Thursday and Friday. Really nice stretch coming up here. And the overnight temperatures, look at that, 54 Friday morning and then 58 Saturday, Sunday morning, maybe with a shower chance again as we get into next weekend.
All right,
Cheryl?
Looks beautiful. Thanks so much, Pat. Right now, Alabama authorities are investigating a deadly shooting at Tuskegee University. Police arrested a 25-year-old man who they say was carrying a weapon while leaving the scene. According to university and state authorities, shots were fired at a homecoming celebration, killing one person and injuring at least 16, including 12 who suffered gunshot wounds. Police say the 18-year-old shooting victim was not affiliated with the college. According to the Associated Press, the person in custody was carrying a handgun with a machine gun conversion device. He's being charged with a federal offense. However, authorities have not named him as the shooter. CBS News projects President-elect Donald Trump has won Arizona's 11 electoral votes, raising his tally to 312. Tonight, Trump is preparing to fill key cabinet positions. Christian Benavides has more on the transition from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Mr. President, come talk to us.
President Biden did not answer questions from reporters as he and the First Lady walked on a Delaware beach Sunday, including whether he thinks he could have beaten President-elect Donald Trump in last week's election. Trump won a clean sweep of the 7 battleground states in his dramatic comeback victory. CBS News projects he flipped Arizona to the win column after 2020's loss to President Biden.
I think this is a presidency that has a mandate like we haven't seen, as you mentioned, in 36 years.
The president-elect and his team are building his second administration from the ground up while examining both domestic and foreign policy. Tennessee Senator Bill Hagerty is one of several names floated as the possible pick for Secretary of State. On Face the Nation, Hagerty reiterated his opposition to U.S. funds going to defend Ukraine.
President Trump will find a way to deal with this. I'm not going to get ahead of him. I'm certain that he's going to find a way to navigate this that's in the interest of the American people and will stop the carnage.
The Trump transition team is meeting here in West Palm Beach, Florida. This week, President-elect Trump heads to Washington to meet with President Biden. As they sit down in the Oval Office in a display of the nation's transfer of power, foreign policy is likely to be on the agenda. On the campaign trail, Trump said he wants a quick end to the war in Gaza. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Hamas is blocking that effort.
In Gaza, it really today is not Israel that is standing in the way of a ceasefire and hostage deal. It is Hamas.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he's spoken with Trump 3 times in recent days. Christian Benavides, CBS News, West Palm.
Taking a look at some of today's other top stories. First, a FEMA employee in Florida is out of a job after the agency says she advised her disaster relief team to avoid homes with signs supporting Donald Trump for president. A FEMA spokesperson said in a statement the agency is, quote, deeply disturbed by this employee's actions, and the incident is under investigation. The spokesperson says that employee is gone and a new team has been deployed to knock on doors of the people who may not have been previously reached out to as a result of this incident. The National Football League has fined San Francisco 49ers Nick Bosa for his actions on the field after his team beat the Dallas Cowboys nearly 2 weeks ago. The defensive end sported a Make America Great Again hat during the post-game celebration. Sources tell CNN the league fined him more than $11,000 for violating the league's uniform and equipment policy rules by wearing a hat that contained a personal message. It is unclear whether he will appeal. Costco is recalling nearly 80,000 pounds of butter because of an undeclared allergen. The butter was sold in stores across Texas and includes the Kirkland Signature salted and unsalted sweet cream butters. Apparently, the company did not list milk as an ingredient, which could lead some people to think it's dairy-free. If you do not have an allergy to dairy, it is okay to use, but if you are allergic, you need to toss it out and contact Costco for a refund. Veterans Day is tomorrow, and restaurants across the city are showing their appreciation for our military with special deals, freebies, and discounts. For breakfast, veterans can enjoy free red, white, and blueberry pancakes or a pancake combo from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, this special is for dine-in only. And in the evening, all Golden Corral locations are serving up free buffet and drink for any military personnel, veterans, and retired members. That's 4 p.m. to close, and this is part of their 23rd annual Military Appreciation Night, one of the few veteran recognition programs that requires no proof of service or purchase. And Starbucks is brewing up a caffeinated freebie. Tomorrow, they're giving out free 12-ounce hot or iced brew coffees to military veterans and their spouses. Good deal. All right, that does it for now. But remember, you can check us out anytime on KHOU.com and KHOU 11 Plus. We are back on TV for the news at KHOU 11 at 10 o'clock. See you then.